Hello there and welcome to the new Google Data Studio tutorial. And in this tutorial I will going to talk to you about some of the limitations that is good to keep in mind about the Google Data Studio when working with it. So the first limitation that it has is the limited support to join data. So it only supports left join. That means based on the base table, the first table, you can join another table, and it supports only up to 4 data sources that can be joined together. So for any complex scenario where you need different types of joins like inner join, right join, or any other join, then it will not be supported. You have to adjust your data source according to the left join, and then if you have more than 4 data sources, which usually the case in the business, then you will find it difficult and you have to work it around to work with the 4 data sources. Maybe out of the Google Data Studio within the SQL or within the spreadsheets, you need to work it around. The next is limited configuration of charts. As I mentioned that it is still in the initial stages and just a 4 years old tool, as well as a tool mainly if I say is for the digital marketers, then it has a limited configuration of the charts. For example, when you will work with the pivot tables, you will see that sorting on the columns is very much limited, and the similar sort of problems will be encountered on the other charts as well. But that doesn't mean that you cannot use it. You can still use it and configure the charts with all the settings that is being provided, and to get the desired functionality, again a workaround is present where you can work it around, figure out how to basically get the desired configuration. Then limited auto refresh of data. If you have seen my previous video, the auto refresh is present at 15 minutes, and I think after that 4 hours, and then 12 hours. If you need more frequent, or let's say with a specific frequency, for example 6 hours, then you don't get it over here. After that, data in the public domain. So if you are using it, the very good chances that your data is in the public domain. So if you are using your company data, I would really recommend you that first you talk to your IT department and then use the data within the Google Data Studio, because it's in the public domain and there is a very good possibility that you may leak your data onto the public domain. So be very cautious about that, because it's an information security issue. Finally, limited functioning of filters. Filters is, as I have observed and I will show you as well, it has a very limited functioning of the filters, though it has multiple select or a particular value that you want to select, or you can search it. But when it comes to applying multiple filters and trying to understand what values are related, what values are not related, as compared to the other tools which I have used, for example Qlik, which works really like a charm, and one of its core functionalities also having that sort of filters where you get the complete visibility into the data. That is something which I feel is missing over here. So these are some of the high level limitations which I wanted to make you aware. It's not that it's a problem. We can still work with this and get great visualization, and in some cases we can figure out a workaround as well. So good to know what limitations are in there. If you encounter any, you let me know and I will happy to modify my resources. Alright, so that's about it, and I'll meet you in the next video.